Hi guys. Hello, welcome back. Welcome once again. Students are joining quite slow. हम जल्दी आ गए फटाफट से डिनर करके और आप लोग अभी तक ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं धीरे धीरे आराम आराम से स्लो स्टेडी हेलो श्रुतिक्षा श्रुतिक्षा you were there in the previous class.
Yes, ma'am, I was there.
Why didn't I see your name? You did not respond anything in the chat. No answers.
Ma'am, I was just like confused because I am attending the class after like a week. So I was just listening.
You're attending after a week and you're confused. Just imagine you have to write all this after 2 years in your paper. Remember all of this.
I had exams, ma'am, so
Okay, no worries. Talking about it, guys, exactly 2 years down the line, 2027, this time of the year in 2027, you guys would be appearing into the counseling sessions for taking admission, finalizing the cap rounds would be going on. Allotment of seats, paying of the fees,
unless we are dropouts.
unless you're a dropout. Let's not think of that part for now. So you would be into that process, like what should be done. Getting your dream college, with a difference of 1 mark here and there, and you lose a seat in your favorite college, your favorite branch, like students who badly want computer science, let's say, for 1 mark here and there, and they have to settle with mechanical engineering or instrumental engineering or information technology, BTech in IT. So that 1 mark, 2 mark, 1 percentile, one rank here and there will matter so much down the line. And that's why they say each day is important, because when you are not doing everything, remember others are doing. So if you are not doing anything, you decide to take a break today, your vacation is going on, so you think, okay, let's just chill a bit, I'll cover my homework next week or next weekend. While you are stopping your work, someone else is still moving, and that brings you behind automatically. You may feel that you're constant, but there's nothing like constant. The moment you stop, you're not being constant, you're actually depreciating, you're going down, you're going behind. And getting that dream college, getting a good college is going to be that life-changing factor for you all. Just imagine if you get a good college like IITs or any good NITs, good IITs, good NITs, because there are bad IITs and bad NITs as well. And some local college also are there. If you get into a good college, yeah, so you go through the placement round in third year, right? There are companies coming to your colleges, then you appear for their test, the group discussion, GD round, the technical round, HR interview, everything happens. And then you get, for the same job, for the same role, you're getting a job in India with 1 crore package, you're getting a job in US 10 crore package. What will you prefer? Okay, let's hear from you guys. If you get a job, same company, but they are saying we have two positions, one is in India, one is in US, 1 crore if you're in India, and if you're going to US, 10 crore. Which job offer will you take? This is a good problem, right? It is a problem, but a good one to deal with. बोलो बोलो क्या करोगे? 1 crore in India. Acha. 3 will take 1 crore and settle in India. Others? Anyone else? Hiba will go to US. समीक्षा इंडिया. गल्फ में रहना पसंद करोगे. अच्छा. बट ऑप्शन नहीं है यूएस और इंडिया. 1 crore 10 crore. तो हिबा आप तो बहुत गरीब हो जाओगे फिर इन लोगों से. The cost of living, I mean, the amount is 100 times. It's 100 times costlier than the Indian rupee. And the फिर buy, maid, खाना बनाना, घर साफ कर, everything you'll have to do on you. Whereas with 1 crore in India, you can live a lavish life. I mean, any Lamborghini में घूमोगे तुम यहाँ पे. मतलब ऐश ही ऐश होगा. For everything you can keep a maid. Lifestyle. You can save so much. Anyways, these are the good problems in life. If you get into a good college, a good placement, good college always have good alumni network, good college companies come there for picking up children. Whereas if you're into an okay college, no good record of placement, no good alumni network, no good reference or recommendations you will get from your teachers, and not the latest technologies. So your skill upgradation will also be behind. College plays a big role. And in college, the networking is also important. Once you get into a college, we always say our students focus on networking, because networking will play a big role in your life, not just when you're in the college for 4 years, or not just for getting your first job, but throughout your life. Network that you make in your college will be very useful. And imagine the network which you get in a good college will be of the type where your friends, your batchmates, your seniors or your juniors will be startup company owners, they will be managers, top leaders, or company owners. They will be at the top positions. Whereas CEOs or COOs of some company. Whereas if you're in a not so good college, then all your networking will also be of that sort. They'll be like an average doing job people. Most of them will be uh, max at a manager level or below that. So depends. In those 4 years, you in first year, when you're in your first year of college, there are 3 batches above you. When you're in first year of college for engineering, let's say, there are 3 batches senior to you. Each batch, if I count, each batch there are around 400 students. So 3 batches, 1200. You have an opportunity to make a network with 1200 students in the first year. When you go to second year, you have 1 batch below you, 1 new batch. That is again 400. 12 plus 4, 1600. When you go to third year, 1 more new batch. 16 plus 4, 2000. And when you go to fourth year, 1 more new batch under you. And that is 2400. So in that 4 years, you have 2400 students. I'm saying even if you end up making a network with a minimum of 400 students out of 2400, 100 every year, let's say. And it's not that difficult. Network doesn't mean you have to sit with them, hang out with them, make friendship with them. No, that's not network. You do so many projects, you work under so many internships and those programs that you make connections. Those 400 good networks will work you throughout your life. It's very important, the kind of network that you get. Yes, taxation included. Anyways, back to the topic, guys. Conclusion of the point is getting a good college is so important. And the hard work never stops. It's a continuous work, continuous struggle. But if you're in a good one. You have good struggles. If you're not in a good college, then every step of life you will have to prove yourself that don't judge me by my college, judge me by my skills. You'll have to show your skills, present your skills. There's nothing that supports. You won't be the first one to be uh, picked up. So those problems will come. It's not that you won't be successful, only IITians and IITians are successful. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Other students also do very good in life, but as I said, the others have a little more struggle on their way. They have to prove themselves at every step. They have to keep upgrading their skills, and they don't get that first opportunity right at the knock of the door. They have to wait in line patiently, whereas you, the ones who are in the established colleges, they already have a backing, they get preference. Fine. So this was the question. Find the signs of A, B and C in the following graphs of quadratic equations. There are two graphs in front of you. We have to figure out the sign of A, B and C. बच्चों, I'm making a table जिसमें हम ABC के साइन नोट करेंगे. कैमरा सबके ऑन हो जाने चाहिए. हो गया ना सब कुछ अब? चलो बच्चों बताओ मेरे को. For the first graph, what is the sign of A?
Positive.
Positive because it's upward facing. ठीक है. Reason is upward parabola. What is the sign of B?
Positive.
Why? B will be
C is positive
why?
because f of 0 is positive y-axis.
Correct. Very good. So C is positive. Why? Because when in the equation you put x as 0, you get C. So मेरे बच्चे, when x is 0, what is the value of y? Isn't it on the positive y-axis? 0 comma C. When x is 0, y is positive C. Reason is f of 0 equal to C, positive. What about B? Okay, let me help. This point, the lowest point, isn't it minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a? Meaning it's at a distance of minus b by 2a from the origin. है ना? Now in that, in the first case scenario, minus b by 2a, it's on the left side of x-axis, meaning it's on the negative x-axis. दिख रहा है सबको? Left side में है, minus b by 2a is negative. A is positive. If A is positive, बच्चों, what should be B? So that overall answer is negative. You already have a negative sign here. A is positive. B should be positive or negative?
Negative.
अगर B भी negative है, so negative and negative will give me positive. Positive upon positive,
Fine.
positive.
Positive.
Yes. हमको आंसर नेगेटिव चाहिए, ओवरऑल नेगेटिव चाहिए, so this B has to be positive. B, if B is positive, A is positive, only then answer can be negative. समझ आ रहा है सबको? तो सेम बेसिस पे हम नेक्स्ट वाला बोल सकते हैं, इट्स डाउनवर्ड फेसिंग, a इज लेस देन 0, b minus b by 2a, again it's on the left side, minus b by 2a is negative, but here a is negative, this a is negative, this is negative, 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 positive. So what should be b? B should be negative. And c बच्चों, when x is 0, y is negative on the negative y axis, so c is also negative.
And by that logic, that means whatever sign A is, most of the time C will be the same sign.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं बेटा, that's because of the graph I have chosen in particular quadrant you are getting this, not generalized.
Okay.
Anyone, any question? All right, so as I said, officially I can say the chapter is over. This much is what I've taught in other batches also. And there's a concept of common roots, which I said we can do it while taking the questions. While we do some additional questions in booster, we can learn about common roots. But ठीक है, अब हमारे पास time है, and I'm not starting any new chapter today right now. Next Sunday, Roshan sir will be taking, as I told you, he will be taking the chapter, I think, permutations and combinations. Let me discuss with him. Either linear inequalities or permutations combinations, any one of the two chapters he'll be starting. So next 2 weeks at least he will be taking. अभी बोलो कुछ, कोई भी क्वेश्चन है कोई भी चैप्टर से, कोई भी डाउट है, और यू वांट मी टू रिवाइज practice questions on any particular topic, you can ask. अरे ऐसा मत करो, कुछ भी क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो फिर मेरे को कुछ लेना पड़ेगा. कोई किसी को कुछ सवाल नहीं है, सब क्लियर है एकदम. मैथ्स इज सॉर्टेड, मैथ्स इज लाइक बेस्ट, सब आता है मैथ्स में. ओके, लेट्स टेक अ क्विक इंटरोगेशन, एंड सब लोग ऑनेस्टली मुझे आंसर करना. Which book are you solving and till what chapter you have reached? See, we have finished sets, relations, functions, trigonometry, and complex numbers, quadratics. Complex number quadratic will count it as the same chapter as per the textbook. Complex number quadratic. 4 chapters we are done. मुझे honestly बताना, if you are only on sets, say that I'm only done with sets from the textbook. If you have done sets, relations, functions, you can say dead sets from the textbook, relations, functions from textbook, as well as entrance book or any reference book that you're using, take that one. So जो भी आपका status है, let me know your status. Everyone, one by one. Start करेंगे हम किससे? श्रीधरन से. चल बेटा बता दे सच सच. Can you unmute Sridharan?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yep. Good
Ma'am,
evening.
I have reached linear inequalities in text, but I had to do some of the DPPs because I joined late.
That's okay. If you have done the text, there is no need of doing the
Yeah,
DPPs.
I have done the text, but PW I had to complete a few DPPs.
That's what I'm saying, beta. If you're done with the text, you don't have to do the DPPs because DPPs have same question as the textbook.
Okay. Ma'am, and for reference book, I am using sometimes RD or together with also.
Together,
Yeah.
have you taken PW modules?
No, ma'am, I have ordered it, but I didn't get received it till yet.
Did you try contacting the team?
Sorry, ma'am.
You tried contacting with the team? Did you ask them?
Yes, ma'am. I told my father to contact. I don't know what happened.
Please take a follow up of that. It's already
Yes.
delayed. I mean, we are 3 months into the course. Take a follow up and ask them for a if they've delivered or place the order. Ask for a order ID, delivery code.
And that's it.
And once you get that PW modules, I would say do not refer 10 different books. The moment you said I'm doing RD Sharma as well as together, that's a wrong strategy. Do not follow a strategy of solving multiple books for the same subject. At
Okay.
least not for
Yeah.
maths. I will talk about my subject. You can ask for chemistry and physics with the respective teachers. But for maths, you do not have to pick 10 different books, 3 different, 2 different books, not at all. Just one book. Once you're done with the NCRT, NCRT is the base. It will take care that your basics are done, you perform okay in your board exams. After that, only one reference book, any one. It could be RD Sharma, it could be your PW modules, but any one book is sufficient that gives you overall practice of the chapter.
Okay. I'll take.
And then that book, start to end, you have to finish over a period of 2 years, meaning you start sets from that book. Let's say from PW module, you are starting with sets chapter, complete sets, complete relations. Next year also, modules will have 12 standard, maybe module मिलेगा आपको. To continue till start to end one book in 2 years.
Okay.
Next, Madhav Smita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. Please tell us the
Yeah, ma'am.
details
So,
of your.
for reference of using Oswald,
Okay.
and then
First, tell me till which chapter have you finished solving from the NCRT?
ma'am, I have completed limits and derivatives. We started the chapter, and then have to now start with derivatives from that chapter.
What about the first, second, third, fourth chapters?
Yes, ma'am, completed.
प्लीज प्रॉपरली बताओ यार. मैं मुझे सपने तो नहीं आएंगे ना. यू आर कंप्लीटेड विद द फर्स्ट फोर. Say properly sets, relations, trigo, and
Yes,
whichever.
ma'am. Sets, relations and functions, trigonometry. Uh,
Complex,
yes, ma'am. Complex numbers.
linear inequalities.
Yes.
तुमको चैप्टर के भी नाम याद नहीं. नामा कूल्स मुझे याद दिलाना पड़ रहा है. What else? Limits, derivatives. You're done with respect to NCRT.
Yes.
Properly, when you say done, if there is a test, surprise test, school level test, you'll be able to score at least 70% and above.
Yes, ma'am. Like currently we had exam PT2, so we had 4 chapters out of those.
How did it go?
Yes, ma'am, it went well. Most of the questions were textbooks, so it was easy.
Right. So, again, for everyone, when you say that the chapter is done, it means there should not be need of you to again go back and look at the solutions. If any question pops up after 3 months, you should be able to do that question. You should be able to at least recollect the concepts, related formulas, and apply it rightly. So, done means properly done, not just reading the solutions and finishing the chapter and saying, yes, I'm done with the chapter. That's not the right way. Each and every question solved and revised and made your own notes. That's equal to done and appeared for a test. Done matlab, what are the checklist? You have solved complete NCRT exercise. When you say done, you have made your own notes after reading, going through the theory of the chapter. Maths has limited theories, so at least going through the formulas and concepts and making notes, and then revising the chapter and test. If all these 4 criteria are satisfied, you can say a chapter is done. So check for sets, have you completed all this? Then say, ma'am, sets done. For relations functions, have you gone through all the 4 steps? And when I say test again, you should be able to score more than 70%. Less than 70%, that means you are unprepared. That's not called done. तो ये NCERT के लिए है, स्कूल एग्जाम के लिए है. And what is done as per the entrance exam? So for entrance exam, it's actually never done till the last day. Even if you ask your JEE advanced topper of this year, वो बोलेंगे while going in the exam, while in the auto rickshaw, I was reading, I was going through the formula. So it's huge. The more number of questions you do, the more there will be left. But what I call done is whichever one book that you are referring. That's why I say one book, because if you refer to 2-3 books, you'll always feel that unsatisfied feeling. I have not completed any book. It's not possible to cover 2-3 books in just 2 years. एक book कर लोगे तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. So if you're doing PW modules, let's say in each chapter you will have, initially you'll have some solved examples, then you will have some school level problems in that PW module, then you will have again some entrance level solved questions, then you will have some basic objective questions. They have basic objective questions to check your understanding. Then there are JEE main questions, JEE main level of some difficult questions. Then there will be JEE advanced questions, and then there are PW challenges. Before basic objective questions for entrance, there is school level questions. This is how your PW maths module is made. School level questions, basic objective questions, which prepare you for JEE main level questions. If you directly go to JEE main level questions, you won't be able to get the answer. Solve karna mushkil hoga. So first, in between, like if I say that school level is level 0, JEE main is level 2. So there has to be a connecting gap between 0 to 2, which is completed by this basic. It ensures that you're prepared for the next level. Basic questions, when you do, your basics get cleared, and then go to JEE questions. And once you're done with JEE main questions, if there is time, you can go for JEE advanced. If there is no time, you can leave it for now, go to the next chapter. Why am I saying that? Because by the time you finish till JEE main level, by the time you reach this level, you would see that I have already cleared 2-3 chapters. I've gone ahead. So it should not take 1 month to reach till this level. It should happen simultaneously. Meaning if I'm doing complex numbers, you should be on the previous chapter. Before complex number, we did trigo. So you should be on trigo. You should be finishing trigo by the time I finish complex. Then after complex, if we are going to permutations, you should pick up complex and finish. I finish, you start. I finish that chapter, you start that chapter. That's how it goes. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Parallelly nahi jayega. See, it won't go parallelly. I won't say that I'm teaching complex, so you solve complex numbers from the book. Why? Because we have the placings differently. The pedagogy is different. I will teach one concept in first lecture, something in second, third, fourth, fifth lecture. Now, if you start solving along with me in the first lecture, you will come across a lot of questions which you will feel it's not yet covered by ma'am. है ना? तो simultaneously नहीं हो पाएगा. Let me finish all the concepts. Once the chapter is over from my side, then you can pick it up, start solving. That's how it goes, one after the other. But then remember, it should be one after the other. There should not be any gap in between. वो catch up करना पड़ेगा, otherwise there will be backlog after a backlog after a backlog. मैं पता चला मेरी गाड़ी निकल गई 6th chapter पे, you're still on the 2nd chapter. वो pace करना पड़ेगा. You'll have to make a schedule. You'll have to make a plan. Every day I'll solve these many questions so that by the time ma'am completes this chapter in 2 weeks, I'll be able to complete all of this. ये आपको प्लानिंग करना पड़ेगा. I gave you the planning of PW module, but whichever book you're following, if it's R.D. Sharma or any other reference, तो उसमें आप ऐसे planning कर लो. बच्चों, in the textbook they have given some different names like आरंभ, प्रारंभ, ऐसे सब नाम दिया उन लोगों ने, वो देख लेना. And there are lot, apart from this exercise questions, there are lot of solved examples also. Every chapter there are a lot of solved examples. Just to give an idea, if you are going with JEE main question of relations functions, then there will be around 80 to 90 questions in this. There will be around 60 to 80 questions in this level. School level में जितना होता है, textbook में जितना है उतना होगा. So if you are picking up PW module, I would say you don't even have to do NCRT. ज़रूरत ही नहीं, because NCRT questions are covered here automatically. So this one book will take care of your school exam also and other exams also. So see to it, if you can directly go to JEE main level and solve the question, you are able to do it, well and good. But my experience is students cannot. That's why this middle level is important. Try doing that, as many questions as possible. Initially it will take a lot of time, but slowly your speed will increase. Initially, for solving this 60 questions, you will take 6 weeks maybe. Yeah, I'm not joking. But as and when you progress ahead, you will see that your speed is automatically increasing. वो बोल देना exam में you have to finish a question within a minute, within 2 minutes you have to do a question. वो exam की बात है. By the time you reach exam, you practice so much that automatically your speed increases. You cannot put that timer right away on your head that I have to do this question in 2 minutes. Not possible. You are just entering. You're just learning to learn. So, Madhav, you said you're doing Oswal. May I know what is the complete title of the book? Because Oswal is a board level book, school exam level. So if you're following a school exam level book, then you will be able to do well in school exam, not in entrance exam. JEE is, you can see 0 to 2, it's double, 2 level आगे है, 2 कदम आगे है. Much different. Solving OSWAL, you're doing NCRT, again doing OSWAL, क्या फायदा? Same चीज कितने बार करोगे? That's why I say don't even do DPP. If you're doing NCRT, why to do DPP? DPP has same questions as your NCRT. Okay, in case you have a school exam or you still are not sure about the NCRT, even after doing NCRT, you want to test yourself. Okay, then you can appear the DPPs. The DPPs will give you a quick test. DPP in the form of quiz is available. So going through the DPP, solving those questions will give you an idea how prepared you are. So for checking how much you know for practice purpose, yes, you can go with the DPPs, but not for learning purpose. Learning के लिए make it very clear, one book. NCRT मतलब NCRT start exercise to end exercise. If DPP, then DPP 1 to last DPP, all the questions. Stick to any one, please do not mix up. ये सबसे बड़ी गलती होगी. And listen to your teachers. Your teachers are saying this because they have trained tens and thousands of students. More than 10,000 students have studied under us, under me in the past 10 years. So we know what mistakes students do. They Google which is the best book, what to refer, how to prepare for JEE. चैट जीपीटी को पूछ, चैट जीपीटी को पे ज़्यादा भरोसा है टीचर्स से, है कि नहीं? और सीनियर्स ने बोल दिया, अगर माई सीनियर टोल्ड दैट डू द आर डी शर्मा, सो आर डी शर्मा इज द बेस्ट. मेरे बच्चे आर डी शर्मा देखा है, वॉल्यूम 1 वॉल्यूम 2, कितनी बड़ी बुक है, सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस. इस जन्म में कर पाओगे? राइट, ही इज शोइंग. हो पाएगा इस जन्म में वो बुक? यस मोहम्मद आतिफ, कितने साल में हो पाएगा?
1 से 1.5 साल या 2 साल, कौन जानता है. मैं तो देख के ही सोच के भाई नहीं छोड़ दो, बस देख लो उसको, रख लो.
So R.D. Sharma is for students who don't want to leave smallest of the. It's a very good book. बहुत अच्छी book है. But for the students who study for 8 hours a day, self-study for 8 hours a day, probably they'll be able to complete it in 2 years because it has so many questions. It has questions from each and every line, each and every topic, subtopic, subtopic. कुछ भी छोड़ा नहीं है वो बुक ने. And it's a good thing. But is it good for you? You have to see what suits you the best. ना, अच्छी तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें, सब जाके ले लेके हमारे लिए बेस्ट क्या है वो देखना पड़ेगा. So the best for you is, I have recommended already 2-3 books like Arihant, Tata McGraw-Hill or PW module. It is crisp, it is concise, it has limited number of questions which is doable. यही क्वेश्चन करने में तुम परेशान हो जाओगे, बोलोगे कि 3 years and still I'm unable to complete the modules. You'll have to have a certain amount of dedication, consistency. Every day if you don't solve, you'll not be able to finish. Even this book, R.D. Sharma तो भूल ही जाओ. Atharva is asking, ma'am, what did you do in कुछ भी नहीं किया बेटा, टाइम पास कर रहे हैं, कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम पास कर रहे हैं. यस, सो माधव पिल्लाई, उस सवाल का क्या करेंगे? I think Hindi is not understandable. Madhav Pillai, what will you do with the Uswal? Oh, he's not there in the class. बच्चों, whichever exam you're going to appear, knowing about that exam is important. जब आप war में जाते हो तो सामने वाले की strategy समझते हो ना, with whom you're going to fight, or you just go bullheaded and देख लेंगे जो भी होगा. पहले पहचाना पड़ेगा with whom you're going to have a competition. So similarly, you're going to face the exam. You should be aware about its pattern, which books to follow, what strategy to follow, how much to study, how many questions to do every day. 3 months, if I assume you have already wasted, even if you decide from today, you can catch up. Don't wait for the good day to start. Like next month, first, from 1st onwards, I'll start 1st July. ऐसा कुछ दिन, don't find reasons to just postpone the things. Okay, next person who will say किसके बारे में सुने थोड़ा सा. See बच्चों, it's not about right or wrong. I'm just hearing you guys because I want to understand, and you all are new to it, so you all will not know everything. You all will make mistakes and it's fine. But tell me honestly क्या कर रहे हो so that I can help you correct it. ठीक है? Yeah. Next is Abdul Matin.
Yes, ma'am. I usually use the NCRT books, the one that's provided by the school. But additionally, I use Adi Sharma. That's all.
So how many topics you have covered from NCRT?
Yes, ma'am. The what they have given the class the same. In other words, set relation functions, trigonometric functions. Then the chapter after that, yes, this one, complex number quadratic equations.
And from Adi Sharma?
Adi Sharma, I have done bit more than that because I done on my own basis, not mandated by school. I actually add only limits and derivatives. That's all.
You did limits and derivatives from Adi Sharma
Yes,
only.
yes, ma'am. No, and the school chapters. These four.
This 4 also you have completed from Adi Sharma?
Yes, ma'am.
All the questions, level 1, level 2, all the questions?
I admit I might skip some.
Still, even after skipping all, level 1, level 2, complete chapter?
As much as I could and master like I can actually attempt. I've done.
How many in number, if you tell me? How many questions you have done, let's say, from the first chapter sets?
I'm in India right now, ma'am. I had not bring my book with me.
That's okay. You can approximately say, since you have done 4-5 chapters from that book, you will have an idea from each chapter how many questions you end up doing. When you say,
Maybe
I
total
have finished
150.
sets, 150.
Yes. Over
So
six. That means
even RD Sharma has school level questions, subjective, then level 1
yes.
objective, level 2. So
Yes, ma'am.
150 including everything.
Yes, ma'am. Which is little.
Okay. And how much time does it take to solve this 150 question or to complete one chapter from RD
Depends on the
Sharma?
question.
Sorry?
Depends on the question. Also, I did not check the time.
On an average, how much time do you study every day?
I do not have any like proper regulation or anything, ma'am. If I feel like studying, I will study.
Okay.
Approximately maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Every day.
Yes, ma'am. Now in India, I cannot do that. So only study I get is through PW.
So 1 to 2 hours even when the school starts. You manage to do that.
Not including school, not including PW.
Yeah, yeah. Self-study.
Yes.
Not including homeworks.
No, ma'am, not including that.
So even while the school is going on, you manage to take out 1 to 2 hours for self-study.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have much to do.
I have my doubts that in that 1 to 2 hours you're able to finish this
Actually,
4-5 chapters. I don't know how you have finished.
not all very hard.
Have you
Like I said, I
tried
skipped some question.
testing yourself for those chapters which you say finish?
Testing as in school level exam, yes. I mostly get full.
Yeah, but RD Sharma is anyways not for school. For NCRT is
Yes.
sufficient for your school exam. So I'm not concerned about school exam. For entrance exam, when you say done from RD Sharma or done for entrance, have you tested yourself?
No, ma'am. I do have some books on JE questions, like those I occasionally try to solve, but that's not testing.
So again, you're doing this RD Sharma also and some books which you have of
That's
JE.
not. I'm not studying from the ma'am. I'm just seeing if I can solve some any random question in the middle. That's all. For what I practice.
Okay. Fine. And you're able to solve.
No, not all.
ठीक है, initially it's okay. At least few if you're able to solve. Slowly pick up the pace. But ठीक है, hope so you're following the right strategy. And if you feel that you're doing it correctly, you're able to solve, proceed with it. We'll again take a check after a month and see.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
For more practice, guys, I'll just help you out. All of you have explored our PW dashboard platform. Then there's something called as AI Guru. Anyone explored that? On the left side of your dashboard.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. So it has you can ask doubts. Doubts in 3 formats. You can write it in text form, audio form, or image. You can upload the image and it will solve. It will show you the steps. In case there's a video available in the backend, video will be in Hindi because of the PW India team. It's linked to PW India. So if there's a video solution link, they will also display a video solution. If not, at least the steps and answer will be given to you. For instantaneous doubts, teacher is not available, there's a lecture every Sunday, so how will you clear your doubts? You can use AI Guru. For notes, if you want notes on a particular topic, let's say you're planning to start solving quadratic equations from R.D. Sharma. So before you start quadratic equations, you must go through the notes, the summary, mind maps, cheat sheets. All of these things are available in AI Guru. If you just type there, it will provide you. There are good notes, verified notes. Second thing which is available is something called as infinite practice. So Abdul Matin, you can check this infinite practice. It is available on the dashboard. You just put the topic, select the subject, select the right filter, topic. Suppose you want to solve questions on trigonometric ratios. It will display all the questions of trigonometric ratios you can solve. It will also give you a corrected report, how many you could solve, how many you could not, and the solutions. Infinite practice for every topic is available.
Ma'am, I just checked it out and it said no subjects available.
Why is that? Okay. There's a third thing called as
Yes, ma'am. With the moment I open it, it says that it got no chapters.
okay.
Ma'am,
That's
it's
the
the same
problem.
for
It's like glitchy, to be honest.
Okay, there's something called as Sahayak. What is it showing right now?
Yes, I've seen that.
Same thing. No problem, guys. I'll tell you soon.
No,
Only
Sahayak actually works. Sahayak actually works, ma'am.
working for you.
It shows the learning goal, cover my backlog, revisions, infinite practice, all that.
Okay, you have chapters. Can you open one and see if the questions, everything is available?
Sure, let me try it.
Others can also check Sahayak.
Yeah, it works for me, man.
Okay.
It shows the moment I selected math, it showed basic math, quadratic equations, sequences of series, everything. All the
Select any
chapters.
chapter and see what do you see inside it.
Okay. Yeah, now it shows like it's creating a goal.
Okay. So let me brief all of you about this. For those who cannot find infinite practice, don't worry. Infinite practice is merged with Sahayak. Infinite practice is available inside Sahayak. So if your Sahayak is working well and good, if it's not working, just give some time, because Sahayak is one brilliant feature that PW Gulf has come up with. No other edtech or even offline, no one has this as yet, and we have provided it to our students for free. The outside students have to purchase and use it. but for you guys it will be available for free. If it's working fine, if not, then just give it a week or so. It will be activated for everyone. We just have to register your ID with the Sahayak, and it will be synced together. So inside Sahayak again, yes, it will follow your learning path. It will keep a track how many questions. Let's say a student, Ryan has opened Sahayak and he practices maths chapter 1. So it will keep a track in chapter 1 which topics he could solve easily, which topics he took more time, which type of questions he's able to do. Medium level questions he's doing mostly correct. Easy questions he's making mistakes. So everything about his performance, how he's doing in maths, how he's doing in physics, chemistry, chapter wise, topic wise, details will be available. On an average, he's taking 2 minutes to solve per question. So after some time, maybe his average reduces. He's able to solve question in 1 minute. Entire track of your learning path will be there in Sahayak. It's going to be super handy for all of you to track your progress. Besides each chapter, for example, again you start with sets under Sahayak. So it will show what is the weightage of sets topic in JEs. Maybe 4 marks. Again, there is nothing called as weightage in JE or NEET. It's based on the previous year paper analysis. We see a trend, and based on that we say, okay, at least one question from sets. I cannot say that for sets actually. There's no question on sets directly. Sets is used indirectly in relations functions. So it will show you the average weightage. Suppose relations functions, it will say 4 marks per question, so 8 marks it can say, or it will say in percentage wise 8%. So the weightage of relation function is 8%. Going further, it will show coordinate geometry, parabola, hyperbola, and those. So coordinate geometry weightage is 25%. Inside relations functions, if you click, then it will show you. Suppose you solved 30 questions, so it will show that 20% completed. So whenever you open, it will be your personalized dashboard for every student. It will show how many questions you have completed, how much more you are yet to practice from that. तो ये भी कर सकते हो आप लोग. So infinite practice is nothing but merged with Sahayak. All the questions from infinite practice is present inside this. You can just open any chapter, solve, and it will keep a proper track of how much time you're taking, with where you're making mistakes, which chapter is strong for you, which are your weak chapters. So by the end, let's say when you're appearing for January attempt of JEE, you will have a data right in front of you that these are my 6 strong topics. These are my 8 weak topics. I must work on them more. ये पूरा अपना डेटा रेडी हो जाएगा यहाँ पे, ठीक है, if you use it effectively, smartly. So yeah, that was my thing. In case those who have not ordered PW module, or those who do not have any reference book, you don't have to worry much. Yes, your screen time will increase. If you're totally relying on Sahayak, then your screen time will increase. चश्मे लगेंगे, dark circles आएंगे. तो इसीलिए we say having one reference book is good. From the reference book you can solve, you can learn, and you can use Sahayak as a practice, as a test. For testing that whatever you're doing in the book, let's say, just I'm taking his case again, Abdul's case. He did 150 questions, but is he really prepared for the JEE type of questions? So you can check yourself from here, how many correct, how many wrong, how much time you're taking, and so on. You'll get some analysis. All right. Don't worry about the independent infinite practice, guys. I think there's a plan to remove it because it's merged with Sahayak. Next in line is Samiksha Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, brief us about your plan.
Ma'am, I have done NCRT, sets, relation functions. I have not done NCRT much, but I am doing an exemplar book which my school gave it to us, like all of the students of her school. I am done with sets, relation functions, and I'm doing Trigo right now from the exemplar book.
So when you say done, this criteria is passed.
Yes, ma'am, except the test. I have not done the test yet. I'll do it. Rest I've done.
Very important है test बच्चों. That's why we also conduct test every 15 days. Without testing, even you don't have an idea. You might be in your own bubble, which can break any day. You must be thinking that you're done, but when appeared for the test, कुछ नहीं आ रहा, nalla. And we also won't get an idea about you, how much you guys are really understanding. We are teaching, but if you all are not able to perform, that means there's a lack in our teaching. So it's important two ways appearing for test. Do not miss any PW test. And in fact, not just PW test, खुद से भी test देते रहो सहायक पे. Anywhere you get an opportunity, just don't miss any test. This will be golden. Giving test is golden, guys. Exemplar, again, Samiksha, Exemplar is a very good book if you are focusing your school exam only.
Ma'am, I have R.D. Sharma also.
I told about R.D. Sharma. क्यों मेरे को सुना रहे हो यार R.D. शर्मा? मैं परेशान हो गई हूँ. एग्जाम्पलार भी करेंगे, एनसीईआरटी भी करेंगे, आर.डी. शर्मा भी करेंगे. 2 साल बाद क्या करेंगे? हाय हाय करेंगे. कुछ नहीं होना है. When will I do it? मतलब तुम चीज़ें ही गलत कर रहे हो. रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, कर क्या रहे हैं हम? इफ़ यू आर डूइंग एग्जाम्पलर, मेरे बच्चे ये बता, वाई इज एग्जाम्पलर नीडेड? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, वाई टू डू एग्जाम्पलर? Exemplar is to strengthen your school exam concepts. It will prepare you that if you're scoring 90%, it will prepare you for 95, 98, 99, 100%. वो जो extra 10% चाहिए ना, जो बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Reaching 80%, 90% is still okay. But reaching that 100%, crossing 90 is sometimes difficult in 11, 12. So Exemplar gives you that extra edge. It makes your concept strong. बट वो तो एनसीईआरटी भी करता है, तो मैं फिर से एग्जाम्पलर में क्यों मेरा टाइम वेस्ट करूँ? मेरे पास उतना टाइम ही नहीं. आई हैव लिमिटेड टाइम. आई हैव ओनली 1 to 2 आवर एवरी डे फॉर सेल्फ स्टडी. तो मैं वो 2 घंटे में एनसीईआरटी करूँ, एग्जाम्पलर करूँ, आर.डी. शर्मा करूँ कि सहायक करूँ, क्या क्या करूँ? कुछ नहीं होगा. प्लान करना होगा. प्लानिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है. सॉर्टेड रखो, लाइफ सॉर्टेड रखो बच्चों. सब लोग प्लान बना लो. राइट, वाइल आई एम टॉकिंग, make your plan, whether you're doing NCRT and then any one reference book, or you're doing just PW module which has everything, no need of NCRT, or if you're focusing on exams like SAT, then in SAT they will not check your entrance score. They'll just check how well you have performed in your board exams. In that case, yes, go for exemplar, I don't mind. Are you getting it? But real बुक्स फेस करना शुरू करो अगर रियली एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो. टाइम पास के लिए एग्जाम कर रहे हो तो फिर कुछ भी करो, इट्स ओके. यस, नेक्स्ट इज मनन.
Yes, ma'am. From NCRT, I have finished sets, relations and functions, complex numbers, linear inequalities, and we just started permutation and combination in the school, so I'm doing that side by side. Trigonometry, I have finished once, but I want to revise because I'm not confident in it. From extra book, I got PW book a little late, so I started to use it like 2 weeks back, I think. So I have finished the first two, set and relation and functions from it. I'm doing complex numbers right now. I used R.D. Sharma before that. Uh, yeah. From R.D. Sharma, I finished sets, relation functions, complex number, linear equality, same, and I was doing trigonometry from that also.
Okay, good. So when you say finished from R.D. Sharma, again, can you tell me how many questions each chapter on an average?
A similar type of questions I avoid. So, like each type I do like two. So I think I don't know the exact number. And say
Level 2 questions also you've done?
yes. with help, like sometimes I check answers and all, then I redo that afterwards. If the first time I can't do, then the next day I come back to it and just do it.
Hmm.
So it took me a while to finish the thing.
How much time do you spend every day self-study?
Uh, After PW, I try to spend at least 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes I'm really tired. Other times I can spend more. So depends.
Hmm. So the point that I would raise from his talk is how to study, how to solve rather. When you're taking up a question, be it level 1, level 2, textbook question, any question that you're taking, you will first try to solve. You'll give it your try, genuine try, whether you're able to solve or not. If you can solve it, good, nothing like it, you can skip the similar questions, no problem. Let's say you cannot solve. नेक्स्ट अप्रोच क्या होना चाहिए बच्चों? Anyone? What would you do if you cannot solve the question?
Find out how to solve the question.
Find out from where? How will you find out? Google the solution? Or
Well, if there are answers, then check the answers.
so I'll tell you the difference in two approaches. What you're saying is look at the answer key, whether answer is option A, B, C, D, whatever answer is given. Or look at the solution if solution is available in the book, or you just Google the solution. And what students say is, ma'am, we understand the solution. We do not by heart, or we understand the solution, and next time we try to solve the question on our own. After understanding the solution, we do it on our own. This is one approach. ये बिल्कुल गलत मेथड है. By this method, you will never be able to crack JEE, mark my words. Because in JEE, the questions are different every time. And what the JEE exam checks is how well you have trained your brain in 2 years to tackle a difficult question, to tackle any new question or new problem that appears in front of you. It doesn't checks how much you can solve the same question which you did in practice. Do you remember and can you solve in JEE? It's not checking you for that. The school exam, the board exam checks, okay, whatever you studied in NCRT in school, whether you're able to reproduce it in the paper. If yes, good marks, no, bad marks. JEE doesn't check that. JEE is checking how much problem solving capacity you have. Meaning, how do you approach a question? And for that, guys, you all have to train your brain. You all have to learn how to solve a question. When you cannot solve a question, you will go through the similar concept. You will read the concept, the theory, the formula, the related material, anything that you find related to that. Suppose the question has something related to take any chapter, relations function, so it has something related to range of logarithmic function. You're not able to do it, so you will read everything related to range and log properties, range concepts. If needed, you will go through the class video, the videos that I have taken. You can just select that part, quickly run through the video, read your textbook or your own notes which you prepare in class. While I'm teaching, I give you notes, you make your notes, go through that, read the textbook, say similar examples if at all. You won't find similar example in textbook for sure. If you're solving entrance question, you won't find any such question in textbook. Entrance questions are altogether different. But anything related material, if you can find, go through that and get back to the question again. Try again. This time, if you can solve, good. If not, you will check the answer key. I'm not saying you will check the solution. I'm saying you will check the answer key, meaning whether it's A, B, C or D. ठीक है, सिर्फ आंसर की देखेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा ब्रेन रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन बहुत अच्छे से करता है. If I'm at point A and I have to reach point B, then I will somehow find a path to reach there. If I have started with a question and I know answer is option C, then my brain will somehow do some calculation to get answer as D. कुछ तो हमारा दिमाग काम करेगा. So if your brain works and you're able to get the path, how C is the answer, well and good. But that should be on your own. You should be able to design the path on your own. You should be able to make the steps, connect the dots on your own. If you're able to get answer, well and good. Still, if you won't get, and I'm saying 90% of the students will not get till this stage also. If you're really practicing JEE level question, you will not get. Then what will you do? Then you will go to the solution and then understand and get back. तो मैंने क्या किया है, सिर्फ एक स्टेप बीच में डाला है, डबल ट्रायल का. मीनिंग द मोमेंट यू don't get answer, do not go to the solution immediately. You have to give it a second try, and this will consume a lot of your time. Looks like only one step, but there are multiple steps in that one step. There are multiple steps in this one step itself. It's a double trial, meaning not giving up immediately, meaning trying again. So if you are spending 5 minutes on a question earlier, 5 मिनट में नहीं आया, चलो सॉल्यूशन देखते हैं, समझते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now I am saying you will spend 20 minutes to 30 minutes on a question. I have simply made the time 5 times. Yes, spending 20 to 30 minutes on a question and only then going for a solution. Before you go to the solution, beta, इतना टाइम स्पेंड करना है, उसके बाद ही सोल्यूशन पे जाना है. आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग दिस मच टाइम, यू आर नॉट गेटिंग एन आंसर, ओनली देन यू विल गो फॉर अ सोल्यूशन एंड अंडरस्टैंड. और तब जो आप सोल्यूशन देखोगे ना, दैट यू विल रिमेंबर फॉर एवर. यू विल नो व्हाई दैट सोल्यूशन वर्क्स and why all the methods which you tried did not work. You will know the answer to every why. Whereas if you directly go to the solution and understand, you have just understood, you don't know why. And again after 6 months I'm sure you'll forget this. लेकिन ये मेथड से जब तुम ट्राई करके मेहनत करके जाओगे ना, you won't forget this, because you remember why your 10 methods didn't work and why this one method worked. So why your 10 failures you will always remember. ये आपको 1 साल बाद 2 साल बाद भी याद रहेगा, अप्रोच याद रहेगा. एंड with this approach initially 20-30 minutes per question will feel like एक दिन में 2 ही क्वेश्चन किया. If someone is spending 1 hour self study, then you'll end up solving only 2 questions in a day, and that will be disheartening. पर है ऐसा, ऐसे ही करना पड़ता है, क्या करें. That's why we say 8 hours self study. अभी तो तुम्हारी छुट्टियां चल रही हैं, ऑलमोस्ट ख़त्म होने वाली है. Get into the habit. Try to use this time as much as possible, and then later the speed will increase. You might do a question in 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes also, but slowly. That will come slowly. By the end of 11 standard, you will see that your speed has increased. But ये 1 साल, मतलब 1 साल तो नहीं बोल सकते. How much time we have? July, August, September, October, November, December. This 6 months, next 6 months is going to be a struggling phase. If you learn to train your brain for this, 12th standard, you will see a difference, that you are actually able to solve some JEE level questions within 5 to 10 minutes. Next year, this year, you are going to take this much time per question. So that's why I asked, if you say 150 questions, तो कितना टाइम क्या किया भाई? क्योंकि इतना टाइम तो लगेगा, अगर एक्चुअल जेई लेवल कर रहे हो तो इतना टाइम तो लगने वाला है पर क्वेश्चन। तो 150 क्वेश्चन मतलब कैलकुलेट द टाइम, नंबर ऑफ आवर्स यू मस्ट हैव स्पेंट। ओके, सो आई थिंक आज के लिए इतना ज्ञान काफ़ी है। रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आई विल डिस्कस नेक्स्ट टाइम योर पेन पॉइंट्स एंड द सॉल्यूशंस। ठीक है, पक गए क्या बच्चे? Hope you have noted the important pointers that we discussed today and try applying it. Simple baby steps. See you all if no more questions next Saturday. Common roots बाद में कर लेंगे। बोलो बच्चों।
Thank you, ma'am. See you.
Okay. Goodbye. Take care.